Hey everyone, I'm Mononymous, but you can call me Mono if you like. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the video. Now let's get started. This is the beginning of the series where I record and share my progress on the Lunar server. I decided to start this project as a way to track my progress with my builds, and I really wanted a way to be able to relive the journey. Let me share a little bit about the server first. The Lunar multiplayer server was created by Orion. The main vision for the server was to emulate the community vibe and attention to builds that the Hermitcraft server has. This is what attracted me to the server in the first place. I love the idea of a supportive community that will inspire and push me to build better and complete my goals. Currently, the server is accepting applications to join, so if this is something that you aspire to have for your Minecraft experience, then I suggest you try your luck. I will include a link in the description of where you can find more info. Now, enough of that, and let's get into the rest of the video. As you can probably see behind me, which is a big slab of orange concrete, this is my first ever shop that I built on the server. And this was created before I decided to start recording, so I'll go ahead and give you guys a tour. The first thing that you should know about me is that I am absolutely obsessed with all things Halloween, macabre, Victorian, steampunk, you name it. So when I had an idea to create a dying concrete store, I wanted something that would stand out. I decided what better way than a massive, giant jack-o'-lantern. Originally, I went into my creative world to figure out the design, and it was a disaster. Insert disaster here. I looked up some inspiration photos, videos, and found a guide by TSMC-Minecraft, and fell in love with the design. It encapsulated the creepy vibe I was going for, and really simplified the overall shape of a good pumpkin, while still looking realistic. So there will be a link in the description below if you guys want to build this on your servers. I kept the overall shape and face design the same, but added my own touches as well. One of the things that I decided to do was add black stained glass to the carved out smile and eyes, and I think that it adds a really nice contrast and gives it a little bit more depth. But personally, my favorite part about this project was the tea light candle that I designed for the inside. I really wanted to keep that traditional element of a jack-o'-lantern, and I think the really cool thing about it is that the candle is actually made out of mushroom stem, and I think it gives it a really nice, slightly off-white wax texture. The rest of the inside could definitely do with some work. I have been having a really hard time trying to figure out how to fill out the space, so this is still going to be a work in progress for a while until I can figure out a better design than this. My next project that I wanted to work on was to make a store that sells more natural products like sugarcane, pumpkin, melons, and building blocks. For instance, in this store I sell snow and ice and dirt, and I would like to move that over to that store once it's finished. I wanted to tie it into my jack-o'-lantern. I had the idea to make a dead tree. The land right next door was free. I'm going to build a big dead tree leaning over the pumpkin there. In preparation for this, I found a bunch of inspirational photos and found a great video guide of how to make medium-sized trees. I had a hard time trying to figure that out because a lot of photos or videos that I was looking at were either very small trees and just ginormous trees. So that was really nice, and it was great seeing the techniques that they used in the video. I'll put a link down below if you guys want to check that out. Let's get into a time lapse and see how far I get. Okay, so I'm really happy with the shape of the trunk. Okay. I think it successfully looks like it's leaning over the pumpkin as naturally as possible as you can in Minecraft. I did have a lot of trouble making the roots, but I think that I got there in the end, and I'm quite happy with them. Oh my God. So that took an unbelievable amount of time, and all my acacia logs, so I'm going to have to source more so that I can start on the branches. Unfortunately, I think that the branches are going to be the hardest part to do, but, we'll see.
Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of the video. I'm so glad you decided to come on this ride with me. Remember, stay spoopy everyone. Bye-bye!